Hey everyone, it's Michelle Leith with UnlockYourPossibility.com. Welcome to another episode of Thirsty Thursday, where we get thirsty for new possibilities in creating a richer, fuller, happier life. And I've been talking the last couple weeks about this book, The Mystic Path to Cosmic Power by Vernon Howard. And I'm coming to you a little bit raw and kind of unplugged today. I'm kind of worn out, actually, and I'm going through a little bit. I kind of have come up on a wall in this book, to be honest with you, and I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm feeling a little confused. It's a really powerful book, and it seems like the last couple of weeks, as I've gotten into it a little bit further, it's like new dramas and problems and things have started to surface in my life, and I'm finding myself really confused. And I'm trying really hard to embrace these principles in this book, and it's a lot harder than it seems. So I want to share kind of the reality of this with you guys, because if you guys read the book too, you might have the same experience. Now, one of the things that actually is interesting in the book that is helping me feel a little bit better about this is that he does say that awareness that we're not getting, the progress that we want is actual progress. That it means we're having at last seen through our pretenses, and that just seeing through those is what makes the way for the new stuff to come in. And so I'm trying to embrace that and get my head around it. He also says that advancement to a higher understanding is always preceded by a crisis of some kind. And that's the same thing as the saying, if you've ever heard it, that there's a breakdown before every breakthrough. That we need to kind of have some illusions that we have come tumbling down in order to make room for new enlightenment, deeper connection with ourselves, that kind of thing. So I think maybe that's what's happening. I'm kind of having the breakdown before the breakthrough, and I hope so anyway. And so I guess it's one of those things where what I'm not understanding is this concept of you're, as a whole enlightened person on this cosmic path, etc., we're supposed to not have any needs. Not need anything from anybody, or not want anything, or have any expectations, and that's all of what sets us up. But it is really hard not to do that, because I do want to have a connection with people. I do want to have good relationships with people. I do, want to have success in my business, and so I tend to beat myself up or think I'm not getting it right because I still have these desires, and I'm just not sure how to reconcile that. Another thing that is in the book that has been helping me is that he talks about there's periods of alternating kind of growth and learning and effort and relaxation, where you kind of have to integrate some of what you're learning and kind of just back off a little bit. So I think that's what I need to do this week, is just relax a little bit and just kind of go with the flow and put the book down maybe even for a week or so and just see how I feel, see what happens. So again, I'm not saying this because I want you guys to give up on this book. I want you to come on this journey with me, stay on it with me, and let's see how this works. And maybe, maybe there's the breakthrough coming next week, and it's going to be the best Thirsty Thursday I ever did. I don't know. But I want to share with you just a couple of other quotes in the book that are helping me deal with this kind of deflation that I'm feeling. One of them is, he says, "The soldier on the mystic path encounters many valuable challenges. One of them is a sudden discouragement about it all. He wonders whether it is worthwhile. Old doubts and feelings which he thought were far behind him suddenly loom up again." Bingo. He's stabbed by dread that the whole thing may only be a dream world of his own illusions. In such periods of temptation are perfectly normal. Expect them to come. So I guess this is normal. The other thing that I liked in here that I will leave you with today is a little anecdote that he says, that he shares. And there's so many great metaphors in this book, but here's one of them. "A man asleep in a canoe drifting downstream toward a dangerous waterfall feels no difficulties. But when he wakes up and sees his danger, he starts paddling against the current. All the false ideas of life resist the man who begins to awaken. This is a good sign, not one to fear." So, I guess my assignment for this week, for me, and maybe for you too if you're reading along, is to just go with the flow and see what happens. So that's what I'm going to try to do, and that's going to be aided with a nice cold Stella Artois, and plug, I should get some endorsement dollars for that, don't you think? So anyway, you guys, bear with me. Thanks for watching again, as always. Let's keep on going, keep on keeping on, and see what comes up next week. I am looking forward to that breakthrough coming. Take care. Have a great weekend.